believe it or not, there's actually a dark side of being lean and muscular too, okay? So the truth be told, it's like night and day, right? It's like good and bad. It's like the yin and yang. It's the same thing, right? Everything has its pros, everything has its cons. So don't get me wrong, obviously, if I had to choose being out of shape and being lean, I would 100% always choose being in shape and being lean, 100%. Because the amount of pros that it has compared to the cons, bro, I don't want to get into it. Maybe I can make that for the next video, the pros and cons of being lean. That's a good video idea. But anyway, let's just get straight into this video. The dark side of being lean, yeah? First things first, females, let's talk about it, right? The moment you start packing on muscle, right, you get a better jawline, your face is looking more sharper, you look more attractive, right? The moment you start looking more attractive, right, females naturally think you are arrogant, okay? I'll be honest with you right now, I'm not arrogant, all right? And I don't ever tend to be arrogant, okay? But what I'm saying by arrogance is like, they just think that you're a player, especially when you are good looking, right? When you're good looking, right, you walk a certain way, you talk a certain way, there's a certain type of energy about you, right? Females naturally think that because you get a lot of attention, that you're just a player. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. 90% of the time, they are absolutely right, okay? Because in my previous years, I was. You know what I'm saying? They get me. Obviously, now I'm in a relationship. But my point is, the moment you start actually getting leaner, you start actually packing on muscle, clothes actually fit you good, females naturally think you're arrogant, females naturally think you're a player. Even if you're not a player, that's just a judgment, yeah? You naturally being looked in that way, it's not a bad thing. Let me tell you that first thing, right? If anything, it actually works in your favor, because it's like you've got this type of persona, right? But then when these girls get to know you, they're like, oh shit, like, wow, I just didn't expect that from you. Like, you're actually such a nice person. You actually are got a nice heart, you know what I'm saying? Like, you actually are caring, you know what I'm saying? That you actually do, you're not just like every other guy. Does that make sense? Like, even though they had a persona about you, that's just the judgment, right? Even though they had that judgment of you, it's like you've just sliced that judgment out of his character, is my point, yeah? So it's like I said, right? You tell me if that's a pro or a con, okay? But again, females do judge you. It doesn't mean that they still don't give you a chance, right? Females always like a bit of competition, as much as you might not think they do, but females love competition, right? Females are like fish, right? They swim together, right? Everyone wants, if you drop like a little piece of food in a fish bowl, all the fish come to you, right? That's basically what you are, all right? Like, fish move together, right? Have you ever noticed, like, every time you get a girlfriend or something, right, more girls want you? Just think about it for a second, yeah? But anyway, the second thing, the probably most obvious one, right? People are naturally gonna not like you, bro. Like, you might not even know them, right? You don't even have to even talk, right? But the way that you look, because you look assertive, because you look attractive, you walk around with confidence, people that are like deeply insecure, they don't like that. You know what I'm saying? They don't like the fact that you naturally get attention. They don't like the fact that you've stole their girl. They don't like the fact that they are not you. They don't like the fact that they can't get in shape, right? That's not your problem, but that's what comes with it. Like, you're naturally gonna get hate, man. And that's just part of the game, right? They're either gonna love you or hate you, but this is one dark side, right? Like, for every winner, there has to be a loser. That's the truth in life, okay? So once you become a winner, right, the losers, right, are gonna hate on you. That's just how this shit works, right? So be ready for that. Be ready to start receiving hate. Understand that most hate will never come from above. It'll always come from below, okay? So don't allow that to drag you down. People are going to accuse you of like using steroids. People are going to chat shit. People are not going to write shit in the comments. You know what I'm saying? People are going to write shit about you in the comments. Might not like how you are, even though they don't even know how you are. But that's just what it comes with, right? That's the dark side of becoming lean. That's the dark side, right? And that's men and women, right? Mostly men will hate you, obviously, because obviously there's many men that are probably trying to get in shape, but they can't do it, or they've not mastered the skill yet, or they've not got the right knowledge to do it yet, and they've not executed. So just be ready for the hate, all right? There's going to be a lot of people that are going to hate on you just because you're good looking as well. You know what I'm saying, yeah? So that's definitely a con, right? The third one, right? This is one thing I think I've had to deal with, right? Like, yeah, of course, don't get me wrong, my whole lifestyle, I love the gym, I love fitness, but I'm bigger than that, right? I like to empower the mind. I'm all about the mindset. I'm always about how to, create a better lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Not just physically, but mentally too. Okay. But people naturally just think that you live in the gym. I'd say that's kind of a con for me. I think that's a con for everyone, I think personally, because yes, you're in shape, you look great, you look amazing, right? But it doesn't mean that you are a person that just lives in the gym. I just know the skill set of how to get in shape without having to spend all my time. Like, I'm not in the gym like 8 hours a day. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, we go to the gym 1 hour, max 1.5 hours if we got cardio, right? People think that because we look good, we take care of ourselves, that our whole personality is just evolved around the gym. Don't get me wrong, like that's one thing that I love the gym, but that's not my personality. That there's so many more layers to that, right? And that's one thing I think people don't understand. Like, don't get me wrong, like I will always, tell everyone to get in shape, right? Like even you guys, I'm telling you guys, bro, get in shape, because trust me, it changed my life. It would definitely, getting in shape would change everyone's life. But my whole personality is not the gym. That's the truth, all right? That's one dark side I'd say, another dark side I'd say about getting lean, because everyone just assumes that you have nothing more to say than the gym, right? And then when I start speaking about other shit, about mindset, about perspective, about opportunities, about business, about finances, about even like this emotional intelligence and how you should, always keep your emotions in check. Don't be aggressive. Don't come across aggressive, but when you need to, you can. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so much more than to just being a fucking gym bro and being some nice lean aesthetic guy. You know what I'm saying? But that's one judgment that everyone thinks, that you're just a gym guy. But I'm not just a gym guy, bro. Like, get to know me. And I'm saying, which you guys will get to know me, by the way, even more across our channel, right? Because again, I don't want to just be a gym guy. I want to talk about everything. I want to talk about the mindset. I want to talk about confidence. I want to talk about installing faith. I want to talk about trusting yourself and trusting your own future and how to become a better person, not just physically but mentally too, right? That's what we need to get on, bro, because that's going to be the next stage and next phase. That's the levels that we need to be approaching. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, cool, getting girls is cool, right? That's all cool, but at the end of the day, I'm all about well-being, bro, like lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? Making the right choices, all of that. But we'll get onto a different video. But that's one dark side that I've started to notice about being lean, being in shape. Everyone thinks that you're just a gym bro and some gym personality, but in truth, in reality, we are way more than that, all right? So, yeah. But these are like the dark sides, in my opinion, right? Let me know your guys' experiences down below. If you guys got any more dark sides, if you guys are lean or you're looking to get lean, let me know in the comments as well. Leave a like, I appreciate your time as well, and I'll see you guys in the next video.